Here is Jeffrey's laundry room, and he is keeping up really well. I have to admit, I expected to come down here and see even bigger piles, but he had a lot of pillows to do, and he said he just finished with the pillows. But this is going to take him, I mean, between all the cushions and everything else that have to be done, this is probably going to be a several day job for him. So thank you, Jeffrey.
You're welcome.
What I hadn't realized when I shot that footage earlier was that there was still a lot of stuff that had to come down out of the rooms for laundry. And Jeffrey just texted me and said, you should come down and shoot video of it now. So let's see what it looks like. Oh my gosh. Yep.
Just 2 rooms left to do to get out.
There's 2 more rooms still that haven't been pulled. Are they gone or not gone?
Oh, they're gone.
Okay.
They're gone. It's been a good season. It went by quick.
It did. Well, it didn't go by quick until like Bear Week, and then zoom. I can't believe we're here. It seems like Bear Week was last week.
Yeah.
All right, keep up the good work. Thanks for telling me to come back down. All right, heading back down to the basement again. Jeffrey just texted and said that there was a leak. Something was leaking out of a pipe. We have pipe issues all the time. I want to say frickin' time. All the frickin' time.
Right there? So it's out of it's out of that pump. Okay. All right. Not out of here. Yeah, there's some out of there too. Did it have some kind of pressure problem? You have a keen eye for these, Mr. Pickens.
You know what? I put my shirt down there with my bag, and I went to grab my shirt, and that's how I noticed it, because my shirt was wet.
It's not leaking on the electrical. That's a good thing. Okay.
If there's a problem, I will find it.
You do. If you don't find them, you'll create them, right? Okay, this isn't an emergency. It is the heat circulator for the rooms, though. I think these are called circulator pumps. And, you know, obviously we have our fair share of them. And the big ones here are kind of like the master ones, I think. Maybe somebody else could tell me. But it's leaking on the underside of this seal. I don't want it to go on any of the shut-off switches, because that'll explode. Start a huge fire. This whole basement will be engulfed.
Oh no, we lose the washer and dryer. We have to take a year off.
Meanwhile, Mr. Pickens, our laundress, is a little bit behind.
Started.
She's just getting started. Okay. All right, you're doing a good job, Mr. Pickens. We've spent so much money this year on boiler crap and pipe crap. We just had to do one of our water tanks over here. That was $6,200. And what did we do at Charm? Oh, the new boiler last fall. That was $9,000. It adds up.
We don't need to worry about guests anymore this season.
No Christmas
but
this year.
No Christmas this year. So no worrying about guests anymore, but there's still a lot to worry about. Look at this. This charm sign has been put away for the season. That's kind of sad. That makes me sad.
Sad.
All right.
All right, all right.
All right, all right. I am inside the charm. Oh, wow. Look. It's eerily quiet. You know, a guest house is just open and inviting 24 hours a day. And it just feels weird when you close them down. To have them quiet with no life, with no welcoming lights or music, it's weird. You're just not used to seeing them this way. Hi, everybody. We have one of two town inspections today. Kurt is upstairs doing bookwork. I'm editing the vlog. And we have Jeffrey in the basement doing laundry. He's still doing laundry from the closing, which was, let's see, it's Wednesday. The closing was on Sunday. He's still at it, and guess what happened? He just texted one of the dryers broke. We have two dryers, and one of them broke down. So Kurt has called our appliance vendor, and they're going to send out a repair person. So hopefully these inspections will go without a hitch. They always do go without a hitch, so it'd be surprising if suddenly in our 11th year we've screwed it up somehow. We've got to get that dryer fixed, because otherwise it's going to take Jeffrey twice as long to be able to get through everything. We're going to be gone. We're going to be gone. He's just not, we're not going to be here to let him in anymore at a certain point, and then he'll have to be done. It is the next morning. We're back over at Charm for another inspection. So this is still looking messy, but actually Luis cleaned up a lot of this yesterday. This tree just loses all its leaves, and it's a long process with a lot of leaves, and so they're still falling, but he did some good work here. Spooky put these in last week, and they're still flowering, so clearly they're not too traumatized. I think if we just get through this inspection, then we're done, and our license will be approved for next year, and that is over with. We don't have to worry about that anymore. Oh, look who's here. Hello.
375 square feet. 1.2 million in P-Town.
Crazy.
That's a steal, guys. Unbelievable.
All ready for winter. Kurt, can you explain why we have to winterize to this degree?
Oh, they're all old windows. They're all single pane windows. And we don't want to get rid of them because they're leaded glass. They're just too pretty. So we do have some storm windows, but we do this also. And the nice thing about this front porch is it heats up every day that there's sunshine in the winter, and it heats up the house, which is nice. But then it gets immediately cold again.
There is a historic, I say it's a historic record, but there's a journal from somebody who used to come into this when it was a private home, and who said that in the middle of winter that it was like a greenhouse in here, and we believe it. Hi everybody. We have been closed for a week now, and Kurt and I are still doing last minute closing tasks. So right now we have to shut off the water to our top floor room, number 20. And Kurt, why? Wait a minute. Let me turn this around so you can talk. Why do we do this?
Because the pipes that feed the toilet and the shower and the sink all run along an exterior wall. So if we don't shut it off, they freeze and boom. Boom. So, I'm going to start with the faucet out back. Okay,
All right.
and this takes me a minute to find it.
All right, you let me know, and then I will, and then it's my job to go and turn it on and test it and see whether it is completely drained out. Right?
Right. Faucet out back.
Okay. I'll go check it. I have never been down there. Isn't that funny? All right. Nope, she's a going. All right, he got it. For the next part, we need our phones, correct?
Yeah.
Shall I go up now?
Yes.
All right.
Wait, do I have the panel? Yeah, okay.
All right. Oh gosh, look at the deck. Everything is all put away. All ready for a long winter's nap.
So, do you want to turn on the cold water faucet?
Not really.
Go ahead. You can go ahead.
All right, it's on.
Wait, I'm not doing something right. Hold on.
All right, I turned it back off.
All right. They should both be off. So,
Drain
you
it.
turn on the cold water.
Okay. Cold water's off. Nothing.
You have it turned on?
Yeah, but nothing's coming out.
Okay. There's not a lot coming out of here. So, what do you have on? Oh, there it goes. There it goes.
I had to turn it back on up here
Okay.
for it to drain out.
Okay. And can you flush the toilet?
I can. I learned how to do that.
Okay.
See, I'm super good at that.
Can you turn on the hot water?
Okay.
Can you turn on the shower?
That sounds really gross on your end.
Oh, that was me.
That's what I figured.
All right, so you need to leave the hot and cold faucet on.
Okay.
The shower on.
Okay.
Okay, you're good.
All right, I'm coming back down. All right. We did it. Kurt and I are out for a walk on a very beautiful afternoon here in November in Provincetown. We've had 2 days of gorgeous weather and there's barely anybody here. Look at us. We are walking in the middle of Commercial Street. I think we finally completed all the work that we needed to do for our inspections. This year, that included two on-site inspections by two different people from Town Hall.
Same thing.
That were looking at the same thing, much of it, not all of it.
They'll get the bugs worked out of
Yeah,
this.
they do have some bugs they have to work out on that. Kurt has to see his
Pre-op.
doctor tomorrow for a pre-op exam questionnaire because he's got a little, what's it, basal cell? What is it?
Yeah, I got basal cell carcinoma, so I have to get Mohs surgery.
He's got to get Mohs surgery because he has a little basal cell right here.
I've had like 30 Mohs surgeries. You know, here I am 60 years old and I grew up on a boat in Lake Michigan. They think they have to do plastic surgery afterwards, which I said, no, I can just live with it. Oh no, oh no. So anyway, the pre-op questionnaire is for the possible plastic surgery. On my nose, they give you general anesthesia. I said, I'll do it myself. I said, oh no, oh no. So anyway, it's a much ado about nothing.
I just got out of the shower and I think my eyes are all red, so I apologize for that. It's the end of the season, and as you know, if the weather allows it, Kurt and I like to go to the last tea dance. So it is Sunday night, November 10th, I think, and tonight is the last tea dance. So off we go. I cannot have any cocktails because I have blood work in the morning. But Kurt can. It's another nice night. It's a little chillier than it was last year. Again, it is not raining, which is unusual for the last tea dance.
It's always a little sad, and it's a very towny thing. A little less this year. It's really busy this year, so which is really cool. And I'm just watching the high tide. The water's under the deck here. But running into friends, sipping a drink, having fun, and we're gonna miss it. Wish you were here.
Wish you were here. But we're close, so you can't stay with us.